have nature walks, a lot of stuff outside.
So
Playing in
basically
the
the same
rain,
thing
playing in
everyone's
the
doing.
Exactly. Just trying to maintain distance and then just staying busy in the garage as soon as they go to bed. Just hanging axes, making axes. I'm moving into other tools, restoring a vise. Just
Restoring
trying
a
to.
vice, really.
Yeah, the vise that I have that I've been using, it's like one of my primary tools. Like it sucks. It's just a Harbor Freight one, and I've just been dealing with it for a long time. And John Bradley had a
The
nice
real John
Wilton,
Bradley?
the real John Bradley, not that fake one. Okay, I mean he's kind of cool, but he had one similar to his, just in a bucket in pieces. Sold it to me, and of course 2 parts are missing. Thanks, John. But I'll be able to find them.
I'd pay more for those 2 parts than for the whole vice.
But it was incredibly satisfying to spend 3 hours scrubbing that rusty bucket of parts, and
Nice.
it's going to shine, make my life better. But something I would not have done without the pandemic we are under.
Yeah. I haven't really gotten anything done that, well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't gotten anything done that I want to get done, but I've gotten stuff done that needed to get done. Does that make any sense?
It makes a hell of
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Most of the stuff I would say that gets done isn't stuff that you really want to get done.
Yeah. See, I don't have someone at home telling me what I need to do. You have a wife that's like, remember when you said that when you get time you'll do this project?
Sometimes I wake up and they'll just be sitting on the bed and she'll just be like, "You're going to do this, this, and this." And
Yeah.
like, I'm good with structure. Just let me know how it's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, around here we've been just keeping it a little bit busy. Scrubbed all the concrete, all the floors scrubbed.
Yeah, G cleaned the
Carpets, yeah,
It
the
looks
carpets are
great.
completely shampooed, sucked up, and all that stuff. Repainting, doing a little maintenance on targets and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty quiet. Just waiting for the world to come alive again.
Literally, and it's not like they're at the gates. They're ready. They'd come in if we would allow them.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Fortunately, we can't do that.
I'm surprised somebody isn't knocking on the door like, cancel your cars out front,
Right, yeah.
guys. I've been driving by every
Every hour, see if somebody's there.
You know me, not every hour, like 3, 6, 10.
Yeah.
Just kind of mix it up.
Yeah. So people are doing home targets though.
A lot of home targets. People, I mean,
I've seen a lot pop up. Yeah.
at first it was just a lot of chatter, like, "Oh man, this goes on any longer. I'm going to do that target. I'm going to do that target." And now people have realized that this is a real thing, and it's going to probably go on longer
Yep.
than they are going to keep predicting. So a lot of people just got it out of the way. They either built something standalone outside, added something to the side of one of their what do you call it, an edifice, or some people like Harry just take out a couple ceiling tiles in the basement and they have it indoors. I built a knife throwing target inside of the garage because you can use a shorter
Oh
distance.
yeah, you had those 6-inch end
yeah,
grains.
6x6 railroad ties. That thing's gonna last forever.
Yeah.
But I got log rounds in the back and the mulberry to throw, whatever edged weapon of the day it may be. But without that, a lot of people are going crazy. So
Yeah.
the home target generation is built, and I saw you put that awesome blog post up.
Yeah, just to
sharing.
save some people some money on how to hopefully help them save the wood that they're using.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
You can do a lot
especially-
more different things at home where it's not as has to be as standard as that, but at least it gives them ideas of how to do it. It's just it was very wasteful the way that we were using wood. So
No, without a doubt, and I'll admit it first. I was a little, I always like the idea of saving money, wasting less, and so on, but I also have OCD like crazy, and the board is no longer incredibly symmetrical. There's a lot of movement, seeing the lines, knowing where the screw is, even though you're never usually near it, but it's like, oh,
it's
like,
there.
It's pretty close, but I think that lasted maybe 2 games, and now
You don't even notice it.
you don't even notice. You really
Yeah.
don't even notice it at all.
Yep. Yeah, it was just putting it up. It was daunting, looking at all the screws and everything, and saying, "All right, let's try. What can we do to eliminate as many as we can?" I tried to explain it the best we could in that. And look, there's other ways to accomplish something similar too. I'm sure somebody else will come up with a better way. Hopefully, they do.
No, and I really think a lot of good ideas are going to come out of this this downtime.
Yeah,
Whether
hopefully.
it be something with target construction, something with the axe, something with the handle, I had a little extra time, so I've been wanting to do a certain handle shape. So I just shaped it up, put it
Yeah.
on, and I'm gonna throw that as soon as the league opens back up again. And I'm really pumped to do it. But
Well, when you say that, it's kind of interesting because I was thinking about that too. Is all the people practicing at home by themselves have never really thrown by themselves to learn something on their own. So is anybody going to create something new on their own as far as a new way of throwing things? Like how everybody says, oh, the guys in Philly or whatever, they learned because they got to see, how other people did it or, whatever. And that's how they got so much better because you're throwing with other players, there's a lot of truth to that. But what's going to happen with people that haven't seen anyone in a while and are they just practicing the exact same throw that they know and they're not actually getting any better, just getting better at that throw, more comfortable with it? Or are they going to try new things, do you think?
I would say I highly doubt they're just doing the same thing, because most people, the people that are going to pay attention and watch other people's throws are the same people that are going to go online and look for the videos.
Yeah.
So now that you can't go out and you can't go anywhere, everyone's just on their phone. What are you going to look at?
Yeah.
Just look at videos of other people throwing, watch past tournaments, past league playoffs, so on and so forth, and you can really slow somebody's throw down.
Yeah,
So
true.
at that point,
So maybe now they have the time to go and actually watch the video. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
and not just like develop something naturally. What I used to like to do is, so I would take like some of the top throwers. Let's just say like Uncle Willie, Skynet, and Max Machado, and I would watch their video, and then I would recreate their throw. I would just do everything, so
Dissect
just
it and break it
completely
down.
mimic it, and then learn the next one, and you see that. You can see the positives and negatives, and you'll start to take little pieces of each one, and before you know it, your throw is a combination of all of this stuff, but knowing how they're actually doing it. So with this amount of time, that's actually a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Speaking of the videos, I know you said you don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it either, but these quarantine leagues and stuff, like I know John Bradley was running one. There's actually one I saw somebody had like news clips or something. Like
Yeah, I saw
I don't know how that's
Papa
going, but
Malvey, of course, with that awesome home target and all the pageantry. He's all about pageantry, and I love it, man. Every bit of that man has got some kind of little decoration or quip or
Yep.
something going on. But the Quarantine Axe Throwing League, which basically just seems to be a modified Waddle logo.
Yeah.
I think it's just all over live stream. And what John was doing was the Isolation Saturday tournament, same thing. So everybody is just live streaming their targets and throwing and so forth. But to be honest, with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old,
Yeah.
and a wife,
Yeah.
I literally never get to look, or I couldn't even be involved in it if it was going on.
Yeah.
It's just so much going on. But the Zax actually.
Yeah.
I like watching those. Max, it's awesome. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
People are definitely making it interesting, and more people are starting to like live stream throw.
Yeah.
My buddy Sean from formerly ACOA goes by Lucky. He's been hitting me up like, hey man, like set up your target at home so we can like throw together. Like we'll just hang out.
Yeah.
North Carolina, Jersey, we'll just hang out and throw for a couple hours. Yeah, it
Mhm.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But I know if I build a target out back, my wife's just going to want to use it all the time. I'll never get to. So I got to get some leverage first.
Yeah. I gotta get ahead of these
beforehand,
projects
you know?
before I
Exactly.
build these things. Yeah, I don't have a target at home. I have plenty here. I haven't thrown an axe since we've closed
You could
down.
literally just pull the mobile unit trailer into your yard.
Actually, it's there right now.
So you do.
I do have one. I shouldn't say it. Oh,
Oh.
that's right. Actually, I have 6 targets there, but
It was right outside the
Yeah.
door.
no, I don't know. I've honestly been bummed out. It's a bummer, this whole thing, So I haven't really had the desire to get up and come over here. I haven't really been here.
Yeah, and it is tough to keep the drive to practice by yourself, because it's just not as much fun. You put on music or throw different axes, change something up, do something a little bit different. Throwing outside when it's sunny is, pretty cool, but if it were just coming in here and trying to stay engaged, it's just there's no competition, there's nobody to,
Yeah.
I can't break Elliot's balls.
For me, it's not even the competition. I like it's fun hanging out with everybody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So coming here by myself, to me, it's not fun. It's depressing that there's no one else around.
No, it really is, and like I talk a lot, and if you think that it stops when no one's around, it doesn't. Like I just continue to go on and on and on. You know,
Talk
but
to yourself.
it's a lot more fun when somebody interjects from time to time.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, yeah. So one of the other things we were going to talk about is the Countess Cup.
The Countess Cup.
It would have only been about 25-ish, 26-ish days away from now, but it can't happen.
Wow. Yeah, that really came up. That really came up quick. I was still thinking it's like 2 months away. I
No.
can't believe how long this is going on. Most days just blend together. Saw my neighbor the other day, and he goes, "Ah, man, Saturday." I was like, "What?" Every day feels like Tuesday,
Yeah.
man. Like Saturday? How do you know?
Yeah. Who told you that? You see that on the
I
news?
know.
thing?
Like, what do you get the paper?
That's what was before we opened this place up. I didn't do for a couple of years. I did nothing. I just sat on the beach, and I had no idea what day of the week it was.
It sounds
And
awesome. It sounds
it's getting
like they're-
back to that, but now I have more responsibility. So
It's the it's like everybody's on island time, as they like to
yeah,
call
exactly.
it. Doesn't matter these days. It's like, oh, shouldn't you put her to bed? Like, who cares? We don't have
Right.
to go anywhere for a month.
Yeah,
She'll sleep eventually.
exactly.
Exhaustion.
So what if she sleeps till noon? Will you even know it's noon?
I know. Like, let her sleep in the bounce house. Who cares? It's the best day ever.
Yeah. So the answer to the Countess Cup is we have no idea. We have no idea when the world's going to open back up.
As soon as possible.
But yeah, as soon as possible. We can't wait for that one. That's going to be an awesome day.
We're definitely going to
weekend.
need to start some kind of community dialogue, though, to get some kind of feedback on does it matter if it's in July? Does it matter if it's in August? Are people
Well, it's
still as engaged as it's changing about a lot of travel plans and so on?
yeah.
Which I don't think it is for the most part, because no matter what, if I was a countess, I would make it to that cup,
Yeah.
no matter what. Maybe I
Yeah.
can be a countess by that time. You never know. Pandemics are crazy.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, there's I guess I can't really speak to other places. I know I've spoken to other places about what they're planning for events that they had later in the year, and know some changes, and some staying the same, holding tight right now. But I really don't know. I mean, I don't want to go and take somebody's other date too without consulting with them first and letting them know, hey, it's 192 women coming down here.
That's a very good point, because when the floodgates do open up, that's
it's gonna
exactly
be-
what it's going to be. There's
Yeah.
going to be tournaments like crazy, and all the bookings, leagues, everything trying to get
Yep.
caught up. These places are just going to be humming.
Yeah.
Sooner the
But-
better.
Still got to be a good citizen and not step on somebody's toes with something. But at the same time, I'd hope they respect and say, hey, you got a big thing that's already was planned and screwed up by this. So have at it. But
I think
we'll
we
see.
can. I think we can figure out a way, at least in a venue like this, to still have league. Because if you build your arenas properly, you're 6 feet apart,
Mm-hmm.
and we got enough in here.
you
You
could,
know?
yeah.
We could section it off.
Tapping and switching is the biggest.
I think. Yeah.
Forego that for the.
I told Jenna the only problem is the hugging.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why can't you guys have your act? Like, people can't stop hugging. They
They
just
can't.
can't keep their hands off each other. Be like,
This is
that
true.
was like a bunch of guys. Be like, yeah, they're the worst.
I know.
They're just all.
Handsy.
You gotta pull it in. Like, if there's not a little bit of hips in your hug, you're just not trying, man. Come
Yeah.
on.
True. So, I mean, the Countess Cup, there's not too much that we have to report on that. We're as anxious as you guys are.
It's definitely still gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Epic.
What won't be as epic will be Choptober, though, this year, because we were going to have it in Atlantic City in a convention center, which is going to be a hospital, which is turned into a hospital now. And
Wow.
it'll have to just be back here at Choppers again, which isn't
Wow.
the end of the world, but it would have been nice to have something like that. People could travel. There's an airport. There's casino, hotel rooms, all kinds of nightlife, and make a nice weekend out of it. Not that Atlantic City is the greatest city in the world. Well, it's not even close, but
Well,
it's at least a destination, and a lot of people could fly in, and it's not much further of a drive for anybody going. It's just taking a different, turnpike versus the Garden State Parkway. So
Well, maybe it's still a possibility.
It could
may not
be.
be the convention center, but there's a lot of other places in Atlantic City.
There are.
And,
The one other place that we had actually was a casino that closed down. Gaming. Well, they closed down completely.
The Revel.
No, the Showboat.
Oh, okay. Oh man. I
And
used
then
to
the
love going
Showboat,
there. Nice
yeah.
and cheap.
And the Showboat stopped. It opened back up, but they didn't have gambling, so they stopped having gaming floors, but had all the space, and they'd have convention, things down there and talking to them. They ended up now getting their gaming license and will be opening back up as a casino, which that was before all this went on. I'm sure that's still going to happen, but yeah, I don't think that's a possibility either. So
Man.
either way, chopped over here was still great. We'll
Yeah,
still have
maybe
a good time.
maybe we'll have some gambling too. We'll make it kind of like Atlantic City. We'll be playing some dice. We'll make like a little
Let's have
shady
dice
alleys.
games outside.
We had cornhole last time.
Yeah.
Now it's dice.
No, it's dice.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we get those companies that come in and they bring the tables and have the dealers and all for you. Set up a dealer table out there.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Figure out some kind of charity for it. Makes it legal, right?
sure, yeah,
As long as it's play money
yeah,
or real money.
whichever. But all right, I guess that'll wrap up our first show, and we'll figure out what the hell this show actually is over some time here. But
Exactly. I thought it went pretty good though.
Yeah.
Chop that block.
thanks for tuning in.
Boom.
All right.
I thought that went pretty good.
Yeah.
I could literally just talk like that for hours too. Like, and if we just had
We get a script on what stuff,
just the talking points and just let it kind of jump off from